Welcome back to All Things ETH. My name is Aaron, and on this channel we talk about all things Ethereum. We talk about projects, play to earn, NFTs, and price. And in this episode we're talking about price in particular, guys. I'm going to do a little bit of technical analysis today. We have broken out above some downward sloping resistance in the last couple 4-hour candles, and I'm excited to get into this, guys. So let's look at my screen here. First thing I want to look at is the VPVR. So one thing that that this shows is the amount of trading that's gone on at each level. So and right now we're sitting just under the most amount of trading volume at this price, and so at 4,058 is the highest number at which we have traded in essentially the last, let's see when it goes away. Gosh, it's been a long time since this has been eclipsed as far as trading volume goes. The closest one we have down here is the highest amount of volume, trading volume, is way down here at $32,000. So we're really trying to get through this this peak here that we've set over the last couple months, guys, at $4,082 on the Ethereum chart. And once we get through there, once we've confidently gone through there, I do think we're going to continue up. However, until we do that, I am still cautiously optimistic as to whether we are going to be moving forward or not. So I've been talking the last couple of days, or the last couple of videos I've done on TA in particular. We wanted to break out above this downward sloping support from the local highs. We also have the all-time high, the downward sloping resistance rather, on that as well. That's come down here. Now today we broke out above both of them, guys, and we're sitting right above the local high downward sloping resistance at this point. And if we continue up here, I do think we'll get back into this trading channel between this blue line and this yellow line. So I'm really hoping to see us jump into this this next level of support here. This has been a great level of support for us, this this upward sloping line here. It could be resistance on our next bump up, but it also could just be a nice support when we come and break through these levels, guys. So if we do see a reversal here, in fact, we saw a little bit of a reversal this morning. We bounced out here. We started down here yesterday, bounced out to 4,010, went all the way up to right about where we are now, 40-50 range, came back down and rested on this line at 39.71. This has been a really constant area of support. Hasn't been too much resistance. We did touch it here, went back down, but then we've gone over it, and I do think this level is going to hold at this point, unless we see some sort of crazy events here. I mean, the traditional markets are up pretty significantly today. I had not looked at that until just now. That is incredible. Wow, the NASDAQ and the S&P and the Dow Jones all over 1%. In fact, the NASDAQ is over 2% up, which is pretty insane. But the traditional markets have helped us out today for sure. I think I looked at it this morning though, and I think we were just barely in the green, so it's good to see that as well. If any of you are invested in the Grayscale ETH, this has been a major disappointment for me, guys. We are sitting at over $40,000 or $4,000 on the ETH actual coin chart, but the Grayscale ETH is supposed to travel at basically 1% of that number as far as how much Ethereum they have in the trust. And so I've been fairly disappointed with since we fell down from 47. We were almost at exactly 10% or 1% right here when we hit 47, but since then we have really crashed hard, and we're starting to recover a little bit here. But if we were really recovering to where the ETH chart was, we should be really at $40 for the Grayscale Ethereum rather than just over 35.50, which is just, just one of those things with ETFs. You just don't know, or trust rather. I mean, a trust is like an ETF. It's similar to a spot ETF. The Grayscale company owns a good amount of Ethereum, and that's in other assets as well. They own Bitcoin, they own ADA, but you get to trade the trusts based on the amount of Ethereum and Bitcoin and ADA that they hold. And so I'm looking to watch this go back up and really get closer to where it should be. In the past, it's struggled to be a 1% of the actual Ethereum price in general, but occasionally it'll actually jump over that. And I think next time that happens, guys, I'm going to jump ship, because although I do have a lot of my retirement income or investment in Ethereum Grayscale, because I can keep it in a traditional IRA and Roth IRA that way and get the tax benefits. But I do think past this cycle, guys, I might be rolling it over into something like iTrust Capital or one of those self-held crypto type IRA accounts, because of the variance between the actual price of Ethereum and that of Grayscale Ethereum. But I digress. Let's look right back at the Ethereum chart one last time. If we go down at all, guys, on the VPVR, the next level of support was around 34,000, right where this golden box is. I don't expect us to come back down that far at this point, unless we crash down from this and candlestick this wick down here. I do expect us to head up, especially since Bitcoin is also heading in the correct direction as well. We bounced out of this downward sloping line as well this morning. Even if you draw it way up here and cut it down like this, obviously we've gone out of the range there that it was trading in. So kind of wondering at what point this would make sense, because it feels to me like we bounced off of something here like this. So I'm just wondering if I need to draw this a little differently, but for now I think I had it best before right there. So anyway, I do think we're in an uptrend, guys. I think we may have seen the lows, although let's look back real quick at a previous situation like this. Yeah, I do think, back in September and late September, we had a little downtrend here. We went higher and then crashed back down. That we could see that happen again with this fractal, guys. We could see it very similarly, bounce out up to the what would be the golden pocket of this last run up here, but then watch it crash back down to $42,000. Let's see what that would look like on the Ethereum chart. Yeah, that's possible. We didn't really see that quite as much. Yeah, we did. Okay, so Ethereum went down, traded like this, jumped off of this W pattern, and we could be creating a similar W pattern here, but this is trying to play out a little bit longer, and I just think we've seen the bottom, guys. I really do. Maybe I'm a little bit too optimistic, but on the trend exhaustion that you can get at Trade Confident, guys, I don't think we're starting to get into the top red section here, so we might have a correction coming in soon. But if we bounce, we'll probably bounce off of 3,800, which I believe on the VPVR was pretty strong. Yeah, down here is pretty strong still. 39. Yeah, I just don't see us coming back down out of this. In fact, we're right there at that line where we need to be above. So I'm pretty stoked that we have bounced out of this triangle. I do hope to see a pretty significant run on Ethereum coming into the first quarter of 2022. So I think we may have gotten through some of the doldrums, if you will, of the last month, and let's hope that we continue up just since I'm such an huge XE Infinity fan, let's look at the price of AXS to ETH. We have a ways to go there, but the price of AXS itself, yeah, we're in a decent shape. I haven't looked at the VPVR on this at all, actually, in like ever. So I'm curious to see what this is going to look like. This is pretty, I want to get back to further timelines here. I think, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So we are above a decent amount of support here at $94. We're at 97 currently. So I'm glad that we've bounced back up here. I did think that the peak back here would probably be a pretty good line of support. In fact, I'm going to draw that in real quick to where that VPVR is. And then, so the next level of resistance here is probably going to be at 106, and then again at this golden pocket that I've drawn up here at 120, 119, and then obviously we've got some room to run if we get above there. 135, and then 135 is probably going to be the toughest resistance because there's just so much trading volume in this area. So if guys, if I saw us bump all the way back to 120, I might flip out some, go use the Ronin chain to swap some of my AXS for ETH. But then it's hard to argue with 112% on the AXS staking. So for now, I'm going to hold it in AXS and see what happens. But then also one more thing I'm going to look into is where Gala's at today, because we do talk a lot about gaming coins in here, guys. We've got Gala at 43 cents. The top of Gala is at 83 cents. So I was glad to see that we didn't break below this this line of support here. I might move this down actually, guys, because that's where the VPVR is. And then I also think I should probably make another line at this VPVR level here at 49 cents. Should make it really 50 cents. It's probably the psychological level at 50, but looks pretty good, guys. One last thing that I want to look at is Town, because I have accumulated a good amount of Town. Now this has come down quite a bit, and I'm pretty bummed about this. So I got into Town, Townstar. In fact, let me show you my town here. We're quite full. My map is quite full. I did a wool rush, and I'm making uniforms, guys. I'm making one town a day, and I've gotten 11. I've been playing 11 days. Actually, I think I've been playing 12. I didn't have the NFT on the first day, but up to 11 coins. And you know what? When I started, town was at 98 cents. I think even hit $1 after it, because I think I started around here on like, yeah, the 8th or 9th. And now it is all the way down at 58, 56 cents, and has really struggled over the last couple of weeks. Now this is pretty typical with a a boom sort of situation in a coin. In fact, gosh, the coin is has only been around since November, so there's probably plenty of room to either fall or grow. There's plenty of room because we just haven't had a lot of price history yet. So one thing to look out, guys, for these sorts of things is, without a lot of price history, it's hard to regulate where do you think town could be possibly out. I mean, at $2.12 on November on the November 29th, that's less than a month ago, and all the way back down to 59 cents. I think we could definitely run or definitely crash. Who knows with that? But it's been fun to play, and you can't beat essentially free crypto, right, when playing a game. So I can't complain at all there. Yeah, that is the end of my technical analysis video. I do think we are likely to see some higher highs with Ethereum coming up here. Just to wrap up what I've been talking about, we did break out of these resistance lines. Get rid of the VPVR for just a second again here, because that's just distracting with all the lines I already have here. Again, I think we might see some resistance around 4,200, and then the next big resistance is probably going to be around 4,500, before we head up into all-time high territory. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more Ethereum TA videos and other ERC20 type technical analysis, guys. And if you like coffee and crypto, head over to friedrichscoffee.com, order yourself a 16-ounce bag of, or 14-ounce bag, sorry, 12-ounce bag of coffee. That is the standard in retail coffee, guys. And it is roasted to order, which means it ships the same day it's roasted. And then anywhere in the continental United States, you can get free shipping with code FREESHIPUSA. And even if you live on the coast, we're in the Midwest, so we have all the geographical advantage of shipping anywhere into the country within 2 to 3 days, guys. So if you live in the Midwest, it's like overnight shipping, which is fantastic. Now, when you order, doesn't mean it's going to show up the next day unless you order on a Tuesday or Thursday. Those are the roasting days. So just a heads up there, a little inside secret for how Friedrichs Coffee works. But if you'd like to support our channel, I would love it if you went over to Friedrichs Coffee and pick yourself up some coffee, because I see a little kickback from that. So thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again here at All Things ETH.